Hey, hey, what's up, everybody? We're gonna talk about 50 Cent today. Alright, so you already know that he's not in support of Mamdani, Zohran Mamdani. I'm not sure what your specific thoughts are. You could put it down in the comment section below. Want others to hear it, wanna, discuss certain things, wanna hear about certain things. So, New York City hip hop artist, you already know 50 Cent. For some reason, I say for some reason, I'm not too surprised, but they got him like under fire for posting on his Instagram about what he thinks about the elected mayor of New York City, Zohran Mamdani. If many businesses are not liking Zohran Mamdani, wouldn't you also feel like maybe he's not a safe guy? Maybe I should look into him more. Um, a lot of the people that don't like him, it's because of taxation issues. And if less people are that can pay taxes to help the city are leaving out, the only option is for you to pay more. And if any of you happen to be lucky one day, or whatever you decide to do, if you decide to study something in college that pays more money than the most regular type of thing, or you want to do something creative, uh, if you're having a situation you feel like you got to work an extra job and somebody wants to take that money from you, and also if you are, besides the money factor, I understand money isn't everything, but just the fact that when it comes down to just laws about his religion as well, like people are asking him simple questions. If you support the same laws as there is in many Islamic countries of Sharia law, which gives people the right to act on violence on women, children, and things of that nature, and even regular people on the street. It can be based on beliefs and things. He did not want to answer any of those questions. Do you believe somebody at the stature of 50 Cent and his accomplishments, I'm going to say, somebody who escaped, Queens, New York, one of the most dangerous gangs. Like they got documentaries on the Supreme gang, Supreme team, or whatever they call themselves. Was one of the top, people making lots of money, a lot of people scared. Uh, and 50 walked away when you lose. You can't really do that in that situation. You could get killed, things of that nature, especially at the position he was in. They shot him 9 times. They made a song about it, got real famous on it. He, one man, some people call him one man army. It's based on how a lot of artists, he just made some type of song on it, but they was trying to blackball him and all his music. They didn't want him to join, and try to make sure of it. And it was because he was too good. And Gotti even said it himself. So people actually admitting to sabotaging careers and controlling in the industry who makes it and who doesn't. So it's much more about It's like your talent level does not matter. And he exposed and tried to make it fair for other people. He got the game involved. He was willing to work with other artists that are considered like one of the top and best out here. Eminem, uh, Dr. Dre, people like pioneers of their. People can arguably say pioneers of there's people that are like trailblazers, like they made their own lane, and solidified, and it's just solidified people as well in the game. Like there's somebody that makes a living not just on a track going up and down and relying his life on a certain popularity of a specific track, or trying to go into all these parties. And this is not somebody like that. This is somebody that makes, you can say, sort of films, seasons, shows, finales that are popular in not just Tubi, Stars. It's been on other platforms as well, and I believe even Paramount at one time, but has been on multiple streaming platforms on his shows, uh, and at least providing awareness in what can go wrong and what can happen in the hood that you're not familiar with, how dangerous things can really get, who's really can be involved and not. Whether it's, I'm not gonna the amount of experience he has. His mother's been in the game since he was a little kid. He showed in a movie of his bio. He was selling drugs at a young age too. I had family doing the same thing. Raised by himself. Pretty much his grandmother, his mom died. Endured a lot of pain. This is not that some average guy who's just angry at somebody and wants to throw tomatoes at the mayor because he has nothing to do. He's just mad. He doesn't know where to go in life, how to take care. He has too much frustrations. Doesn't know where to go and handle the frustrations. And he picked the first target pretty much. Bullseye on the first thing that was available, and it just happened to be Zohran Mamdani. He's not somebody that accidentally, and he's just constantly apologizing. And he's like, I'm very sorry. I didn't know. I tripped. And that things of that nature. Not somebody who's constantly trying to cause messes with people. He does troll on certain issues that people try to put on him. I see, so it's kind of people try to blame him or whatever, do this, or just on issues that are funny or things that are, just outrageous or ridiculous. Sounds like even sometimes people say somebody else's, I understand somebody else's situation or life, but certain things are so ridiculous sometimes it's almost unbelievable. And a joke is a joke, in my opinion. Somebody's not disrespecting that, not calling you stupid, not calling you, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say stupid too much, but I'm gonna say 'cause that's like foolish. So it's not even the biggest word. Like somebody curses at you, somebody causes, try to say, you belong in the sewage system kind of a thing, or then it can be, I would understand certain measures. I say it's more understandable, but besides that fact, is this man, in your eyes, just a random hater? Just a random guy walking down the street? Do you put him in the same category as a random guy walking down the street who is angry just because he didn't wear his favorite t-shirt? His favorite color was not on there. He was mad and decided today was the day to talk about Zohran Mamdani. Is it somebody just not sure on where to go in life, and situations are so bad that he looked outside, seen a Zohran Mamdani shirt, didn't like his name, thought it rhymed with pastrami, and decided to go tsunami on the issue. That's hilarious, but seriously, he said pastrami, Mamdani, a mam named Dani, and a Zoe in the rain or rhyme. You don't know if it's a rhyme. He just thought his name was too suspicious or too weird to be put on a TV screen, and he had nothing else to do, and decided to make a post about random strangers, and luckily found out that he was running for a certain position in New York. Do you see this as a man who, like if Diddy was talking about Zohran Mamdani, and he had, that was crazy, like it's recently, like he was in the middle of a court case before he got arrested or whatever, that would be crazy. Like, you shouldn't be talking, man. Like, he's not in any of those categories from what I see. So I personally do not condone this man for not liking a man's based on an aggressive belief that affects the lives of children and women, because they can be in the same category as defenseless people. And it's an easy question. This is not something that is very unseen and unheard of in the countries of his religion. This is not something that no one's ever heard of in their life. Terrorists do exist in many of these countries, and most terrorists have these similar beliefs that originate in those countries, and any differentiation be very short of assistance in a voting procedure in a municipal place of residence, and can any speech on this clarity or unclarity be spoken? Like, how far do I have to go in lingo, in the dictionary, in the court of law, in judicial system, in the American rights, citizenship rights? You want to go immigration rights on this situation? Like, this is a man that, because of current immigration or recent immigration laws could win off of immigrants that don't know English. Not knocking people that speak other languages or have, I understand that family members that don't really understand English too much. But the fact that somebody can be brand new to America yesterday on a refugee status. So this is like your building is burning, you're dying of a sickness, and now you can buy a car, they give you a free apartment, they offer your money, your taxes, your medical things. The health industry has to produce these things somewhere, and your bill's starting to go up because they had no choice. And it was because of a man's vote. A man who can just suddenly get empowered, telling other people from another country to move in time, and it can be a possibility. In New York, one of the biggest cities, one of the biggest cities in the whole world, it's number 3 in the world, next to the White House. And people's belief go way farther than you think. Somebody's belief is that you are, they're gonna show it in whatever sense that it could be in extreme anger and outrage and talking bad about somebody, or trying to make a big scene. Somebody's belief is treat your neighbor as you want to be treated. There's a change. There's a scene of people's beliefs affect your residents, your families, the people around you, because then affect the city, a state, and even a country. There's many Islamic countries, many Buddhist countries, many, and you can even say that those people are similar based on the beliefs and the popularity of the religion and culture. So, do you think how our nation is similar to Islamic nations, Buddhist nations, or more Christian nations like Europe? This is a big topic. I understand some of you may not know Jesus Christ. You can come to know Him in His time. Doesn't matter what you've done in the past. This is also so in the Mamdani's religion. He can hide his religion. This is so he can lie and it's called taqiyya. It says for protection. That can be used for anything, and they can also you earn your way to heaven. So if you don't do enough good things in time, any car accident or whatever can happen. That could be the end of your life for the rest of your life in the wrong place. But in Jesus Christ, you can be saved by grace. You don't have to carry the burden or unforgiveness and all of these bad memories as a form of self-inflicted pain as a necessity just to be saved. Like you have to put yourself down on the ground, make yourself feel like a pile of sewage, waste, trash, as a requirement. There's more that goes into this. I believe 50, is one of those people that is different from many other artists. I understand you hear of another artist, but it is different. When you hear about Kendrick, it's different. When you hear about M, it's different. Dre, different. And these trying times, being independent is different. Even though you might have tried a lyric, the kind of company you're not even gonna go into all of that. That I feel like this is already known because of how famous he is. If you feel like it's not known, you want to know more, comment below. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you later.